delicious Singapore hawker food. Welcome to another adventure, another food adventure with Getting Lost. What we are doing today, we are doing another top 5 list. The best 5, the top 5, the best 5 fish soup in Singapore, in my opinion. And so, join me after the intro as I explore and show you what is my top 5 best list fish soup wise in Singapore. Welcome back. So, what did I say I was doing today? Yes, we are doing another list, the top list, the top 5, the best 5 fish soup in Singapore. And fish soup is a very important dish in our Singapore food culture here. You can go to any food center, any hawker center, and you will always find one shop selling fish soup. This is how important fish soup is to the Singapore hawker scene. And even though it looks like a very simple dish, it is not, because it is just not something where you just put a bowl of water and just throw a fish in there and you make fish soup. No, the hawkers have actually taken time to learn how to extract the maximum flavors out of the ingredients they put into the soup, and then after that, cook the soup together, with sliced fish or fried fish, and then serve it to you with rice or noodles. And even though it looks simple, it is not, and it's delicious, and it's a favorite of many Singaporeans, and a dish that many people can't live without. Anyway, so let's go to our list now of the top 5, the best 5. But before that, why don't we start with some honorable mentions? Honorable mention number 1. Not good enough to make it to the top 5, but still a damn good fish soup. To get to the place, we need to first of all walk along Sims Avenue. Sims Avenue is actually on our right, and we head down that direction. And then in front of us actually Geylang East Avenue 1. So we're going to go walk past this traffic light, and from that direction over there where we were, we walk down all the way here until we reach the first HDB block. And underneath the HDB block, which is block 134, there's actually a coffee shop, and the name of the shop is actually called Hong Chin Fish and Duck Porridge. Here, not only do they sell fish porridge, they also sell duck, braised duck, and it's also another popular dish. And here's the menu and all the different items that they sell. A wide variety of things to choose. But we're here today not for the other items, we're here for their fish soup, and we're having fish porridge. So Singapore style fish porridge, what happens is you get a bowl of rice, you pour onto the rice your fish soup, and that becomes your fish porridge. And here they do the fish soup very well. At first look, it looks like a very clear and clean soup, which it is clean, nice clean taste, but it still packs full of flavor. Okay, they cook the bones and everything to extract out all the flavor until you get a very clean looking soup, but still super flavorful. And the fish here, what people like to come here for, the fish texture has a very fresh texture. And here, what I ordered here is actually the mixed fish porridge. So I have a mixture of both sliced fish and fried fish together. And here, the sliced fish, fresh, nice back texture. Also the fried fish too, which they actually made using fresh fish slices. So the fish here done very well. A very good place to come for fish soup. If you like fish soup, you won't be disappointed to come here. A damn good yummy fish soup. Next up is honorable mention number 2. A very good fish soup, but didn't make it into the top 5. And this fish soup is one of the 2 famous fish soup at Amoy Street Food Centre. During lunchtime, there is a long queue for both shops, and this shop here has the shorter queue, but still they do make a very good fish soup. And the name of the shop is called Baoji Fish Porridge. And on the second floor of this food center, this shop here does its magic concoction to make delicious fish soup. And they have the normal fish soup or fish and prawn. So depending on what you want, you can actually come here and have the fish soup. So what I did here, I actually ordered the fish and prawn soup. And first of all, let me just get this over with. The soup here is much more pricier than the normal fish soup. And look here, what they also add in the fish soup is pork lard. And pork lard, no matter what you add it to, gives it the extra nice flavor. And here, the pork lard does give the soup that is already delicious, and with lots of fresh ingredients, with the fresh fish and also the fresh prawn. And here they also have a chili sauce, a mixture of cut chilies, preserved vegetable, preserved bean paste and soya sauce that goes extremely well with the soup. So you have delicious soup stock that is done very well. You have fresh fish, you also have fresh prawn, and when you cook it together, and because you have prawn here, you also have the prawn flavor in this soup. So very delicious soup. Expensive, but sometimes it's worth it to give yourself a little treat with some delicious soup. And finally, we are here. We are starting our top 5, our best 5. The best fish soup in Singapore starts now. And now we are at number 5, the top 5, the 5th best fish soup in Singapore. And we are at Maxwell Food Centre, another very good food centre in Singapore. And in this food centre, I also have 2 stores that make delicious fish soup that I come here often to eat. And this store here is one of my favorite stores, and I come here because it offers Singapore style fish soup, where you have a fish soup stock and they also put in evaporated milk into the soup. Yes, evaporated milk. And the name of this shop is called Jinhua Fish Head Bee Hoon. And here they sell a very good, a very delicious fish soup. And here is the fish soup. First of all, as you can see, the color of the soup itself is white. That's because they actually poured in evaporated milk into the soup. And they also give you a wide variety of vegetables, green vegetables, and also tomato. And the tomato itself gives it a nice little tomatoey slight taste to the soup, which is very refreshing. And then you have a very, very good and delicious fish soup, where you can tell the soup has been cooked very long in the fish bones to extract out all the good flavor from it. Then you also have some tofu, and here I ordered the fried fish. The fried fish is also nice and crunchy and fresh, and goes so well with everything here. And when you taste the soup itself will overpower your taste bud with how tasty it is, and you can taste it all the way to the back of your throat. And it also gives you a bit like an umami flavor when you drink the soup. And this soup, you can eat it together with noodles or rice. But here I like to just drink the soup by itself. No matter how you like it, this here is a damn good, a really delicious soup that you must not forget to try when you're here, because it's just so good. Now, number 4, the 4th best fish soup in Singapore. And we are actually along Beach Road, and we're going to a shop here that has lots of branches all around the island, but I like to come to this branch because I feel that they make the soup the best. So the name of the shop is actually called Blanco Cod Fried Fish Noodles, and here they make fish soup, the normal kind, which is the sliced fish or fried fish, or a combination of both depending what you want. You can eat it together with rice or noodles. And they also have various items you can actually order together with the fish soup. And here during lunchtime, the queue is also very long, but what they do well here is the soup. The fried fish and the sliced fish here is quite ordinary texture wise, nothing really special about that, but the soup here is a very concentrated deliciousness that you get from the soup. The soup, you have, I think if I taste ikan bilis in there, and then you also have the bones that they cook for a very, very long time to actually extract out all the flavors and imbue it with all the deliciousness. And then you also have some fried ikan bilis on top, and the fried egg that they put in there that really goes very well with the soup and helps to bring out all the deliciousness and all the flavor that you can get from the fish soup. Another really delicious must-try fish soup. Number 3, the third fish soup in Singapore. And we are back at Amoy Street Food Centre to try my third favorite fish soup in Singapore. And on the second floor, there's this shop called Hanki Fish Soup. This shop is so popular that before the shop opens, people are already lining up to drink their soup. And the queues here during lunchtime are ridiculously long, but the soup here is also ridiculously good. And you just need to line up and just order the soup. So it's the same. You can have fish porridge, you can have fish soup with eat it together with a bowl of rice, or eat it with noodles. You can have fried fish or sliced fish. But what I ordered from this shop is their sliced fish soup. Much more affordable than Piao Chi. Here their sliced fish soup only cost me $5, and here the fish is fresh. You can taste the freshness when you bite into the fish. It's a nice texture to it. And one thing different also is they actually put in here, as you can see, fried garlic on top. So when you taste the soup, the first thing you get hit your palate is the fried garlic taste, but after that you get to taste the delicious seafood fish soup broth. And also they're quite generous with their fish, lots of fish pieces here, and the soup, like I said, done really, really well. Looks clear but hides a punch. This fish goodness that you taste in the soup is so good that it will give you a punch that will knock you out with how good it is. And now for the number 2, the second best fish soup in Singapore. And we need to travel a bit further. We need to travel to Upper Serangoon Road to this corner coffee shop. And during lunchtime, here the queue here is also ridiculously long, and the people here queue up just to eat this fish soup, because the fish soup here, it is real good. Really, really good. You won't regret it if you actually come here and try it. And the name of the shop is actually called First Street Teochew Fish Soup, and they sell not only the normal batang fish or mackerel fish, they also sell garupa, red garupa, pomfret, and they do a really good job at making fish soup. One of, like I said, the second best in Singapore, in my opinion. So what I ordered was, I ordered the $6 mackerel or batang fish soup, and extra 50 cents for rice. The soup itself has a very nice fresh taste to it, and you also get a slight aftertaste of young ginger, because at the top of the bowl there you can see there's actually some young ginger there. But the soup itself just tastes okay, nothing really special, not super flavorful. But what's really good here is the fish slice. The fish slice here is amazing. It's nice and plump and meaty. It has a very fantastic bite feel to it. It's like eating sushi, but of course sushi that's very thin, but not salmon, more like a swordfish or yellowtail, you know. But nice bite feel to it. The fish is also seasoned, and when you add it together with the soy chili mixture, it somehow completes the dish. It's spicy, salty, and super delicious. So somehow the chili sauce and the fish slices goes very well together. And towards the end, when you drink your soup, once all the flavors combine and gets out into the soup itself, then the soup is super flavorful. Really delicious fish soup. And finally, the number one spot, the best fish soup in Singapore, in my opinion. And to find that, we head back to Maxwell Food Center. And here at this food center is this shop called ETA Choo Choo fish porridge. And here they sell my favorite fish soup in Singapore, in my opinion. But here's the menu, and here's the prices for all the fish. So they have two types of fish. You can either order the normal mackerel or batang fish, or pomfret. The pomfret, of course, is more expensive. The meat itself is more tender. A lot of people likes to eat pomfret, but pomfret is a bit of a bother to eat because their bones is also very fine. And here, when you get to the front of the line, you see that they actually have cut the fish previously, and they actually put it on a bit of ice. So all the fresh fish is here. And when you order your dish, the person will actually cook your fish soup as when you order it. So the fish soup is freshly done and freshly made for you each time you order it. And here you can see all the different fish slices waiting to be put into your dish. And also here are the condiments that you can add, eat it together with your fish. This is the fish soup I ordered. I ordered the $4 portion, extra 50 cents for the rice. When you look at the soup itself, the soup seems very clear, very clean, but don't be fooled by the appearance. The soup itself is super flavorful, very delicious. And the fish slice in this soup itself is another miracle. It has an extremely good bite texture to it. Somehow they are able to cook the fish slices and maintain the firmness in the fish itself, and the fish itself is really delicious. The fish is also, when you bite into it, you can taste it's already seasoned, and the soup itself tastes exactly like the seasoning. This soup itself is perfect the way it is, very delicious, very good. The only thing is you may want to add a bit of cut chili to add in a slight chili kick to it, but other than that, perfect and delicious. Thank you very much for joining me today for our top 5, our best 5 list of the best fish soup in Singapore. This was very yummy. My tummy thanks you for joining me for this food adventure. I had a lot of fun. So did my tummy. And I hope you too will have lots of fun eating all the delicious fish soup that you can find here in Singapore. Anyway, before we go, please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to tell all your friends and family members, all your acquaintances, colleagues, and even the stranger next to you to watch my video and join my channel and join us for our food adventures. And lastly, but not the last, but the most important thing, the thing that you must do is really to join me for my next food adventure. See you then. Bye bye.